CLA Woo!
CLA Woo!
CLA Woo! Don't upload this. This is a secret. Shh. They want to know how to get your beats to people big like a Drake or a Travis Scott or a Jay-Z or a Beyonce.
It's really easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of their emails are usually just their first and last name at gmail.com. It's mr.jz at gmail.com.
Kanye West at gmail.com. This is a secret. Shh. Go to their website. Whatever their website is, it's probably their name at their website. So, like, for example, Cody's would be Cody at CodyBeats.com.
Yeah, Kanye West at KanyeWest.com.
Kanye West at KanyeWestBeats.com.
To be honest, this has like a 90% success rate, so please don't upload this talk anywhere.
What's his name? CLA?
CLA Woo!
CLA Woo! Don't upload this. What's good with y'all? Alright. Do you need $100,000 studio to make a number one? No. We made Ransom in my house in Burbank at the time, honestly. So, some hit records have been made in studios that have Rocket KRKs and a keyboard and like a shitty laptop or something. Like, it happens where it happens. How long was I producing before I got my first major placement? I started like 2010 and I didn't really get my first placement until 2017. So like 7 years. It took for me to face like major depression and do all this shit, bro. Like real crazy shit. I just got to a point in time in my life where I had a bunch of stress on my plate. A bunch of shit I had to worry about. A lot of people that I was trying to make happy other than myself. And I just said, fuck it, and started. And then, whenever I started getting, that's when you see me do the Ian Dior's and doing all this shit. And we did Somebody. You know what I mean? Like, that's when we started making all this. It's because I quit overthinking shit. And even Lil Tecca was a product of me getting high. Because if I wasn't high, I would have never hit him up and be like, yo, come to New York, come to LA. You know what I mean? So I just be overthinking a bunch of shit. It helps me not overthink. You feel me? How do I feel about the Internet Money album? I feel like it was a good stepping stone. It did what it was supposed to do. But am I satisfied? Nah. Like, we did 35,000 first week, and we've done 20,000 a week every week, or 20,000 every week since the first week. We're almost at gold, doing pretty good. The album's doing pretty good, but I'm not satisfied with it. I want to go do 100,000 first week. I see like people like after hours, like the weekend shit, and like I've been studying a bunch of Kanye albums and all that shit, just like how albums are supposed to be made. I want to do some legendary shit. I want to do some crazy shit. How much is the house? The house we're in right now is like a $9-10 million house. Features go over budget. I'm the label and the artist, so I have no budget. I have an unlimited budget. I could do whatever I wanted. There was actually people whenever I did the Internet Money album that was like,
what the fuck, Taz is spending like $1 million to make an album?
And like I have Lemonade going crazy right now, so it's like, yeah, who cares? My health, I'm down. Listen, bruh. 3 months ago, I was 312 pounds. 312 pounds. Started keto. I quit eating sugars and carbs. And I'm now down to 254 in 3 months. That's like damn near 60 pounds. So health-wise, I feel good. I'm not in a 2X no more. I'm in an XL. Taz is slimming up. I feel good. So how involved are you with the songwriting process? It depends on the artist. Some artists don't want help writing songs and they want to do everything themselves. And then some artists they want my opinion. They want my feedback because I study music. So I study all hit records. I know like the formulas. I know what's good. I know what's going to go up. I know what's not. So some people want,
Taz, what do you think about this? How do you think the melody should be? Is the melody fire? What about the lyrics? Is the subject good? Should I switch it up? What should we do?
And some people just want to do their thing and me to shut up. So it all depends on the artist's thing. I'm not one of the people that feels like just because I have X amount of platinum records or gold records or I've been a part of music or whatever, like I'm not one of these people that's like, you need to hear my opinion at all times. Like sometimes I just shut up and sit back. How'd I study music? Spotify, Apple Music. Go listen to something new. Go listen to a different time period. Go study a different genre. The starts of it. Your favorite artists' inspirations. Go listen to the albums that shaped their careers and the shit that they pull inspiration from. And then you get the direct source to music. Where did I grow up? I grew up in Jacksonville, Florida. North Side, Dunn Avenue. People from Jacksonville know. What's the one thing I wish I didn't do when I first started? I was overthink everything, but I wasn't smart. I was overthinking every single thing. I thought everything was more serious than what it needed to be. I honestly feel like I'm like bipolar and shit like that. I be going through like moods and phases and shit where I be f***ing with something, I be not f***ing with it, and I'll be like f***ing with people. I think everybody's like out to get me or have like, you know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like I be going through like real shit like that. So we just slows it down, you know what I mean? Slows it down. You have beef with other producers, you cool with everybody. Yeah, I have people that I don't with, but that's because I don't like how they do business. I won't reveal no names. And I know a lot of people feel a certain type of way because, like, we doing what we doing and we winning and shit. And they think that we, like, care what other people are doing. But the only way internet money wins is if we don't pay attention to nobody. So I don't give a fuck what no one else is doing. I couldn't tell you what any other producers are producing, or, you know what I mean? I don't watch people like that. Who says the internet money tag? It depends on who the artist is. A lot of times if it's the internet money bitch, Tekka. If you hear the Trippy one, you obviously know the Trippy one. Trippy says, like, internet money bitch, and then on the album I wanted various different artists to say the internet money tag. So Future gave me an internet money bitch. I got Leroy doing the internet money, ha ha ha. He does his little laugh at that shit. Everybody has their different internet money tags. What do you see yourself doing another 5 years? I don't know. Retiring? Kenji, what's your tag? Internet money bitch.
Mine sounds too much like
Bro, I remember whenever we recorded Kobe, Ozzy was like, internet bands or some shit. I was like, internet bands. Do numbers matter at all when you're looking for artists? Artists to sign? No. Artists to collaborate with? Of course. Because it's like, whenever you do like internet money projects and shit like that, you kind of got to work with people that have like the fan bases that are getting playlisted or doing all this shit. You know? You feel me? Real questions. Real shit. What do y'all want to know? And I'll give truthful answers about anything. Will Lemonade go number 1 on Billboard Hot 100? I don't know, bro. The Billboard charts is a radio game, and who knows? How's life been? Life's been fun. I've been working. I'm trying to find the initial song or like vibe or something because we're working on the second album to kind of just like spark some inspiration. Cause I be wanting to do. I walk a tight line and it's like a dilemma in my head because I would love to get in with artists and do shit from scratch. Really pull up and do like have full camps and have like keyboards and drums and have all this shit just go and like really make a album. But at the same time, like hit records are a little more polished than that. So you gotta get in with songwriters. You gotta get in with all these people because I'm not just trying to like get one with an artist. I'm trying to give an artist their best song. So I'm like just trying to lock in mentally and get in the headspace to where I can just find that next song. But everything's fine. Pros and cons to fame. Just everybody think they know you, bro. That's really it. And I don't even care about the fame. I don't even look at myself like I'm famous, but everybody just feel like they know you or know about you whenever they ain't even had a conversation with you or even like really chopped it up and picked your brain. Like, I'm cool as fuck. You just gotta understand why I'm cool. People be scared to talk to me, look me in the eye, like do all that type of shit. And it's like, bro, y'all missing out on so much gems. Y'all missing out on so much game just cause y'all think I'm a snap on y'all. Y'all think I'm gonna be an asshole to y'all. It's like, I don't snap on people unless I have a reason to snap on them. Like, I'm just a cool person. Y'all moving to Miami. I'm thinking about it. We gonna see. Should I do what my parents want or what I want to do? Producing. At the end of the day, bro, like, you have to, whenever you die, you gonna be in that casket by yourself. Like, yeah, you have family, you got parents, you got sisters, you got brothers, you got whatever, but they ain't gonna care, and they gonna be the first ones to doubt you. My mom tells everybody all the time, like, we shot a documentary for the next Internet Money album. My mom in there, she says, I tell him all the time that he wasn't gonna make money from music or do any of that. I was like, what are you gonna do, make money from this? Like, fuck no, it's not gonna happen. Like, your family's gonna be the first ones to doubt you because they don't want you to, like, throw your life away or, like, make them look stupid, like, oh, your son's still trying to do that rapping thing or the producing thing, like that type of shit. But in reality, bro, just like, this is you gotta make that sacrifice, and the ones who make it are the ones who go against everybody and just say, fuck y'all, I'm gonna make something of myself and I'm gonna do it. And that's from comedians, the artists, the producers, the, you know, whatever the fucking field is, the people who go and like break the mold and like become the ones that people want to be like, they're the ones who just said fuck everybody and fuck their opinions and did it. So if you want to do this music shit, you could do it. You know better than me. I'm no better than you. I did this shit. I dropped down to 7th grade. I'm not the smartest person in the world. I just got street smarts. And the one thing I would never let happen is I'd never let my mom or my family or my sisters or my girl or anybody like detour me from like what I'm supposed to be doing, because I feel like this is like my purpose. You know what I mean? And if everybody told me no, people told me not to work with artists, I went and made hits with them. People told me not to sign artists, they went on to become the biggest artists in the world. Like, every time someone tells me no, I just use it as fuel and motivation to like go do something bigger, to like piss them off. And I love hearing that. Damn, well, I was wrong. So yeah, and just people are wrong. People don't like shit that they don't know. Like me going and becoming a producer, that was like an unknown. Like, they don't know anybody that went off and become like a successful producer. So yeah, I don't know. Fuck them. Fuck all them. Do you think moving to a bigger city to market yourself as an artist would be worth it? I mean, realistically, the correct answer is sure, because you're going to network and do all this shit. And, like, even if your path isn't to be an artist, you can go be a songwriter. You could go, you know, just get involved in the music industry in some aspect. Like, go to, like, a LA and just immerse yourself, or New York or Atlanta or Miami, and just find out. And, like, even if you aren't built out to be an artist, you'll find something else within the world of music if you stay at it and you network and do all that, to where you could still, like, make an income and, you know, fulfill your dreams somewhat. But the real answer is you don't need to be anywhere to make your music hot. And if you think a city change is gonna blow you up, in reality, like, you have the internet, you got direct connect. You can send a song to someone in Iraq right now, like Australia. So what is moving to LA gonna do whenever you could touch the world right now? Just upload that shit to, like, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, and just network and meet people. That's where that shit starts at. So it's up to you, but I feel like if you use that shit as a crutch, then that's exactly what it will be. I've lost legit everything to pursue music, and beats just aren't selling enough. Can you give tips that help when you were killing the Beatstars game? First of all, you know what I hate? I hate how people just use, like, Beatstars and think that's, like, what we all use whenever we were selling fucking beats. Like, nah, we use SoundClick, bro. It's a different game. SoundClick. We ain't start on Beatstars. I ain't giving them no fucking credit. If anything, I helped make Beatstars the website it was. I own shares in Beatstars, and they fucked me over on my shit, bro. So, they ain't curate nothing. They ain't no pioneers, bitches. But anyways, whenever I got into the beat selling game, bro, on SoundClick and everything, like Johnny Giuliano, Superstar Vibe, Sledrin, Cardo, Jalil Beats, Jay Graham, Epic, Countdown, S. Fire, like all these fire ass SoundClick producers were dominating SoundClick. And I honestly just didn't care to, like, throw my hat in the ring, and I would just wait my chance because my beats weren't as hot as theirs at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I started utilizing, like, SoundClick and all that shit, but Twitter and Instagram, and selling beats through email, and then doing drum kits and tutorials, and I did internet money. Like, I found different revenues and shit, and I think that's, like, an important thing. Whenever I took my pub deal, and, like, I signed for damn near nothing because I didn't have nothing on my name, and I got, like, locked in it, I realized I wasn't gonna make money from publishing, so I just ignored publishing. And went and did the label shit, went and signed artists, went and gave artists hit records, like, did all this shit, you know what I'm saying? And just, like, whenever shit doesn't open up, I find another lane, another stream of revenue. That's what a lot of people gotta do. Work smarter, not harder. That shit about to die. Is there ever a perfect time to drop a song? Silly question. I've heard labels wait for the perfect timing. If anybody's waiting to put a song out and make money, understand that real quick. They're waiting to make money. If they're waiting, then that means that they ain't as hot as they think they are. Or they're waiting on a song to pop off, or an artist to blow up a little more, something else to go, like something to happen, because they're not in the position to drop right then and there. People be looking at the labels like they're demons or they're devils for the shit, but the reality is, like, some artists, like, look at it like this, right? Everything's an investment. So if an artist is not generating streams and making you money from a label standpoint, and they want to drop an album, say album's got 10 to 20 songs, right? You're not making them no money. Say the producer's like 10 songs, they charge you $5,000 a pop. That's still money you gotta make back, times 10, times 20, whatever the songs are. That's just beat fees. That's not marketing. That's not promo. That's not sample clearances or any of this other shit you gotta figure out. So it's like, a lot of the time, artists just aren't worth the investment. It's a business. Cody, they want to know how to get your beats to people big, like a Drake or a Travis Scott or a Jay-Z or a Beyonce.
It's really easy.
Yeah?
Yeah. Most of their emails are usually just their first and last name at gmail.com. It's mr.jz at gmail.com.
Kanye West at gmail.com. This is a secret. Go to their website. Whatever their website is, it's probably their name at their website. So, like, for example, Cody's would be Cody at CodyBeats.com.
Yeah, Kanye West at KanyeWest.com.
Kanye West at KanyeWestBeats.com.
To be honest, this has like a 90% success rate, so please don't upload this talk anywhere.
What's his name? CLA?
CLA Woo!
CLA Woo! Don't upload this. When should you sign a pub deal? Whenever you have the biggest offer on the table, because they all do the same thing and they ain't going.
If you file, you gonna recoup it, and then you just negotiate your next.
Yeah, but they all do the same shit. It's not like one publishing company is, like, better than the rest. Like, of course, like, if you're talking like a Sony ATV or UMPG or something like that, but compared to like a lower level publishing company, but all the big ones, all the major ones, they all do the same shit. And they all hate on each other. They'd be like, no, well, they don't do as much as this, or they don't do as much as that. And they don't really, no, none of them do shit. Like, I got producers signed to various different pub companies, and a lot of my producers' biggest placements still come from me and internet money. So just know, whenever you get a pub deal, that doesn't mean it's time for the work to stop and more opportunities rise. That means
You don't get layups.
you're just starting. You're just starting. So that means you gotta work harder.
I just think about it as they're giving you an advance and they're trying to help you make them money back.
For sure. 100%.
That's about it. And that's fucking that. So don't bring it up again. You hear me?
If they offer you a pub deal and ask you to pay for your own flight. Hey, what? They made you pay your own flight?
Yeah, dude.
What?
Like 3 years ago.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Nah, fam, they flew me out. I ain't doing that.
Yeah,
nah.
you know what? On top of that,
This was like probably the first time you got hit up, and you're probably like, oh no, I don't want to say, could you fly me out? And then I lose the opportunity.
and Matt's like, let me just see how much budget I can save on this fuck thing.
I'm probably not gonna sign this fucking kid anyways. Y'all want to get flown out by y'all A&R. Get flown out.
Overseas a flight,
Bro, that was just crazy because I remember the first time they flew me out. Yeah.
Well, what happened?
It's to sign my deal. So I had a session with Bozzy. Who was it? Bozzy and Jim Levine. Yep, Bozzy and Jim Levine. And then I signed my deal. And I got a check for 52 bands. And they put me at the Lamont Rose Hotel. I signed. I went back and did my first little session. My first little writing
You
session.
feel like you were the shit?
Nah, bro. I cried.
Why?
Because, like, I was making hella money online. But, like, this is the first shit that, like...
Industry shit?
Yeah, where I felt like they let me in. Like, I made it inside.
Because he was happy type shit?
Well, not because I was happy, because Bird, inspirational ass, had to put it in words that I wasn't even thinking about at that time. He's like, yo, Taz, like, whenever you get this check, I want you to really look at it whenever you get back to the hotel and just understand all the hard work and the dedication and everything that you did. Like, it meant something. You hear me, bro? Like, I don't think you understand, Taz. So I looked at that check of $52,000. I was like, damn, this shit's supposed to mean something. I cried.
Bro, I be talking to Bird, and I'm not expecting nothing, and then he just goes into
Yo,
crazy
listen, yo.
speech, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's my OG.
Bird be doing a lot. I had Bird there. Bird was there and Navarro was there for my signing. And I had to sign like 400 lines. I was like, God damn, y'all couldn't have consolidated this to one line? Just saying like...
We couldn't have pre-signed this and then at the end...
We couldn't have just like said...
last one?
Couldn't have just said on the final line that like, by signing this line...
everything.
I agree to every line. By signing this here one fucking line. You got Navarro like, yo, Taz, this right here stands for like recoupable, whatever. And I'm just sitting there like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Mike Caron's playing a Nick Mirror beat right now. He's sitting there like, yeah, I really love what you did with this one. This one's great. I'm like, sick. What'd I do with the first 52K? I blew it. I spent it on studio equipment. Nah, it's a tax write-off. I don't care. But, like, that's whenever I was cutting voice demos and shit. And they want to sign me as a songwriter, too. And Matt's like, yo, so if you really want to do it. So I bought, like, a expensive mic, like the one that Tagger recorded Ransom on, the U87. I bought that. I brought the U87 here. Like, speakers, the desk down there that's in the room. All that shit. I bought all that shit with that 52 bands.
My first exclusive I sold, I was in college. I bought my dog. And I sold an exclusive for like $400. Shipped my dog over to Florida to my parents.
The first sold my beat online, my first beat for $250, and I went on Craigslist and it sold my guitars I got over the years, like my birthday and shit like that. Way underpriced, like $300 for like one guitar when it was like worth like $1,200. Yeah. And then I took that money I sold my guitars and all that shit for. I threw my bed away and I slept like on a futon.
I had futon for a long time.
Yeah, I think all producers go through the futon phase because you're like, I need more room for like producer activities. And then I went and got a iMac, and that's what I started with. Taz, did you get $52,000 in dollar bills or $100 bills? I got it in a singular small check that I had to watch for the whole week while I was in LA because I had to get back home to cash it. Because Bird's like, yo, nah, we're not doing no wire. I want to see a check. I want a check in my hands. Yeah, yeah. I was like, oh.
Was Bird new at the time?
Nah, because Bird did Panda.
But that was his main breakout thing?
Well, I mean, Panda was the number one. Panda was massive. So Bird's been around, bro. Even the Bird story. I want Bird to get on live and tell the story of Panda. Panda.
Saving a lot of this for his book.
Yeah, he's saving everything. You see that every day? Yo, Taz, deadass, I'm saving this story from my book.
Yeah.
Bird's book. Yo, I better get the first copy.
We all need a copy signed by Bird.
Why did y'all remix Lemonade? Alright, so I'm a break it down. This is the real story after we made Lemonade. So my label sent... we were going back and forth on the time. My label sent Don Tolliver's label the wrong version of Lemonade with Don still on it, and I took Don off for like time reasons and everything because it was like a 4-minute and 45-second song with Don on. So I took Don's verse off to just keep it Nav and Gunna, and my label sent the verse with Don's verse on it. So Don's label was like, thought Don was on the song, like his verse. So whenever the song dropped without Don's verse, they were like, what? And I was like, oh shit, like this is a thing. We'll save it for the remix. We'll do something. I had no plan to do a remix. So then I was just like, you know what? Bet. And I was like, yo, let's get Roddy Ricch on the remix. We just used Don's verse. And then Kapowie, here we are. He said, who was your first deal with and what were some of the important deals of the contract? Who it was with? Not important. The deals of the contract, I got but that's the thing is, like, as a producer, I feel like, or even people just getting into the industry, like, it's good to get early so you understand what being feels like, you know what I mean? And also so you don't others, but you just learn so whenever bigger situations arise, you know when you gonna get you know what I mean? If that makes sense. He ain't got some shit with y'all gonna be on his album, and it's like sad boy vibes, like nothing's ever good enough. We've been getting in, we're trying to get back to that shit, but honestly, like, y'all want us to, like, this is why I don't with it as artists, is y'all want people to be like, yo, make that shit I first heard. And it's like, people grow as artists. Like, obviously whenever we found Ian, he came out here like he was like a show, you know what I mean? Like, and over the time he grew as an artist and did all this and experienced life as an artist, got to meet people, had to do interviews, went #1, like experienced all this different shit. You can't like expect him to make the same type of music. It's not like people can like just lock that back in, you know what I mean? So you wasn't stuck contract wise. Yeah, I was stuck till this year. I just got not out of my deal, but we reworked it to something else, renegotiated it to a more fair deal. Obviously, whenever you got the leverage and you outwork your deal, that's what happens. Say you get an advance of 30 bands, what would you buy first? Bro, everybody's life is different. If someone gave me 30 bands right now, I'd go buy something different than what if someone gave Kenji 30 bands, what he would go buy. You know what I'm saying? 30K is nothing. Correct. 30K is not a lot of money, right? 100K is not a lot of money. $1 million is not a lot of money. $2 million is not a lot of money. Because when you get $1 million, the IRS coming for half. Especially you live in California and like whoever, I don't know nothing about that, but just like the taxes from the state taxes and the government shit. Like, a lot of people moving to Miami just so they ain't got to worry about the California taxes and doing all that shit. Instead of owing like 62%, and you only owe like, I don't know, like 40 something or 50 something, whatever. You ever thought about quitting music? Every day. Sometimes I just want to go live a normal life. I ain't never lived a normal life. I feel like for me to make the music that I make sometimes, like I have to sacrifice having a normal life so regular people can enjoy it. Like I don't get to listen to music how people listen to music. I don't get to like thoroughly enjoy listening to music. I listen to music to study it. In the life of making music, I sacrifice a lot of shit. Sometimes I just like to go be normal, live a normal life. I'm 28 years old, you know? But like I said, like I grew up watching Kanye and like looking forward to Kanye's albums and always being like, why doesn't Kanye just drop? Or man, like Kanye was like the person that I relied on to put me on a new artist or like bring something new to the table. Every album was going to be different. And I just feel like now that I'm in the position and I have no budgets, I did everything. I have full control of whatever I want to do now. A lot of people look at me the same way to like curate or put them on the new music or like make classic albums. Like if I'm not gonna do it, who else is gonna do it? Because I be in the sessions with all these artists or these producers and all this shit, and I'm gonna be real with you, a lot of people's gonna get really mad. A lot of people are just genuinely not good at making music but have the opportunity because of like they have the look or they have an audience, but they're just not good at making music. Like the music thing, a lot of people just really suck at making music, and that's just like a music fan. Who found Dro Kenji? Jonathan Hicks found Dro Kenji. Or I said, as John, I said, yo, send me an artist that like kind of fits the description of Kenji's vibe. And I was driving home and he sent me, what is it, Louis? And what's the other one? How am I gonna? Finished. And the Louis one, I was like, you know what? I'll play the songs I heard. And people could be like, what's the song that Taz signed Kenji off of? Let's pull it up. This is what I first heard, and I was like, all right, he has the melodies, but it's just like the structure's all over the place, which it was. Up and away, feeling like Superman. Double D titties inside of this thing when I up it and bust it to blow you away. I dream about money, I think about blue cheese. Let's have a party in Gucci. On Louis and play with her coochie. Let's get it going. Alright, so I heard this and I was like, alright. And normally if I hear like melodies or something, I'm like, alright. Because every artist, when I hear them, like I hear the music they should be making. When I hear like their voice tone or like their lyric content, their beat selection, I know the shit they should be making. I'm like, oh, well, they'd sound way better doing shit like this. So I heard that shit by Kenji. I was like, this is alright. Like, I fuck with the melody, but I would have done this whole shit different. So I was like, alright, I'm gonna give him one more chance. So I loaded this one up.
What if I told you that I cannot breathe when I'm sober? I sip on this cold and it give me some closure. But that little bitch, I'm just trying to get loaded. That nigga dumb thing, I ain't put some toes in. Yeah, diamonds on me water. Diamonds dripping on my shoulder. Diamonds dripping on my necklace. Checklist. Too geeked out, boy, drinking a brisk. Zaza. They hope we still from Prada.
And the fire thing about this was like just the melody on the hook.
She get wetter when she taking psychedelic drugs. Dip the backward in the codeine syrup just for fun. Real clean, too subby like sign. Let it jerk, she gon' suck it like spine.
And then this part.
I cannot breathe when I'm sober. I sip on this codeine and give me some closure. But that little bitch, I'm just trying to get loaded. That nigga dumb thing, I ain't put some protein. Yeah, diamonds on me water.
So I heard that and I was like, alright. And I kept running that back. I had like probably 28 to 32 minutes on my drive back to the house. So I listened to that song. I'll run it back. I ran it back like 10 times. And just to hear that, what have I done? That shit. And I was like, alright, bet. So I told John, I called John. I was like, John. He's like, what's up? I said, this Dro Kenji kid? He said, yeah. I said, get him out here tomorrow. And Kenji, when did you come out?
The next day.
The next day, this boy Kenji got in a fight with his mama to come to the crib. No cap. I took his ass straight to the studio. There ain't no fucking, what's up, bro? How you doing? Whatever. Get in the studio. Let's see what you could do. Can you work? The boy got in there, and this is the first song that Kenji did.
I don't really feel no more. All I think about is you when you gone. The gas, these niggas smoking dog food. I bet you right now that this chop up ass nigga can pull.
That was the first Kenji song he did. Smoking dog food. Yeah, that's the Kenji story. This little ugly jit right here. Look at him.
Yeah, man. We going crazy.
How Come Tonight by Poor Stacy wasn't released on the EP? I kind of made Ian and Stacy do that song. I was just high as a bitch upstairs listening to the original song, the J-Lo song. And I was like, yo, if there was like an emo version of this shit, it'd be hard. So, of course, from there, I called Nick Mirror, and I'm like, Nick, I need you to interpolate Waiting for the Night by J-Lo. He plays the guitar. That's the piano version, what? Wow, they ain't got the guitar version, they just got the piano version on YouTube, the leak one. So they literally just did it. And then we got J-Lo to clear it, like 60%. That was gonna be on Industry Plan, but we put the Yourself song on there instead. What are you talking about? Is Honest by Fem and Ian gonna drop? I don't know. Alright, no more How Did I Discover? What's some real questions? Keep playing it. It's on YouTube. You could just go look it up. Just go look up Waiting for the Night by Ian Dior and Poor Stacy. Alright. And that being said, my boys, start the day. Time to make the donuts.
CLA Woo!
CLA Woo! Don't upload this.